Starting the warm-ups here on May 6th. Pretty cloudy day outside. For a big today, send the seniors off with the 500 record, 7-7. JT on the face-off, clamps, pulls up with it, clean and clear. Passes behind, no, keeps a hold of it, passes up top to Darren, over to Dan Donnelly, slips out of his stick. JT and Dave Furman fighting. White comes up with the ball, goes over the midfield line, out of bounds on White field line, beats his man, slips on the ground, loses track of the ball. Darren on man at top of the crease, top of the restraining area. Sloppy attempted to catch. White goes behind the crease, looks to feed. Ball down. Ball pops out. White comes up. Crosses the restraining area. Shot wide. White's there. Looks like we might be getting a little bit of sun outside. White's coming in with the ball behind the crease. Pass, feed, off. Over to Johan. Goes for a run. Looks far to Chuck. Chuck to Gerhard. Score. All right. Off. Comes up clean again. Pass a little force into Chuck. Long stick. Wings the ball over to offense, but snagged by Dan Elshoff. Andre's now possession. Chuck running behind the cage. Flip over to Darren. Darren looks up top to Jimmy. Calls. Pass over to Andre. Runs around behind the cage, passes up to Dave, shot and score. Third face-off for Jimmy. Darren a little slow to come in. White comes up with the ball. Double team. And Elshoff picks up the man. White looking like they want to shoot outside the restraining area. Pass behind, off, our ball. Pass over to Johan, back to Dave. Hits Jimmy, ball's down. Come up with it again though. Pass over to Dave Herman. Long field pass to Gerhard. Back to Danny. He drives, passes back up top to JT. Moving pick call on here. Ball down. A lot of red there. Chuck comes up with it. Pass over to Dave Herman. Back to Chuck. Double team. Danny, stick check. Flip to Danny. Pass behind to Gerhard. Pass to Herman in the center. White comes up with the ball. Runs upfield, ball down. Penalty on Dan Elshoff. Ball down with the ball. Andre taking some serious checks, draws a penalty. He's in with the ball. Over to JT. Darren. Dave and Darren miss connection. JT comes up with the ball, back to Darren. Behind to Dave. Over to Gare. Danny. Dave and Darren again miss. White's trying to release their penalty. It's now released. Tries for a behind the head shot. No talent. Missing the ball, playing body. Todd Baker to Gerhard. Gerhard on the man. Over to defense. Flip on the crease. Shot wide. Ike with the ball. Passes over to Johan. It's over to Dave Tiss. Hits Andre. Beats 2. JT on the ball. Dave Tiss comes up with it. Hits Johan in the Kate. In the crease, we're back out to Ike. Swing it over to Dave Tiss. Ike to Johan, back to Dave Tiss. Shutting off is clear. Shot off the cage. JT ball to Johan. Over to Dave. It's Dave Tiss. Checked. Ball down. JT. Ball down to Ike. White sets up their offense. Score. Up. Kicks the ball out in front of him. Hits Gerhard behind. Passes into Chuck on the crease. Darren over to Dave. Up to Danny. Cross check. Shot and score by their defense player. 2-2. Free clear. Shot and score. JT to Danny. Nope. Fighting for the face. White long stick flips it up in the air. White with possession. Ball's down. Dave Tiss flips it to Johan. Long field to their goalie. Face off. Works for the clamp, pops it out. Todd Baker there, push from behind. JT with the ball to Darren. Back to JT. Dave Herman cuts out. Passes behind to Darren. Free. Drives to Andre. Score. JT tries for the fast clamp. Todd Baker picks up the ball. Pass to Chuck. Flip back out to Andre. Andre hits Danny D coming in. Pass over to Garrard. Andre rolls. Shot blocked. White trying for a clear. Garrard chasing, losing his footing. Ball comes in White. Pass behind the crease. Shot and score. Score on a penalty. JT pops out, but no help. Ike on the ball. Todd Baker now cuts around, double team. Ike picks up the man. Dave Herman and Johan trade a few passes. Bounce over to JT. Runs a little way. Goes back to JT, goes back to Johan. Over to Dave. Long pass, Chuck. Goalie's out. Defense player ends up with it. Darren, solid check. Ball's down, in with the ball, pass up to JT, drives, goes behind the crease, shot, White tries a running clear. With the ball, cuts behind the crease. Pass back. Todd Baker on the ball. Ike comes out. Shot, score. Dave Tiss on the ball behind the goal. Double team. Ball down, kicked out. JT with a run up to back over. Dave Tiss missed the ball. Missed. JT on the ball. Shot and score. Face off. Clamps, rolls it out behind. Gets possession. Drives up to Dave. Gerhard and score. White flips. Dave Tiss with the strip check. Elshoff with strip check. Double team. Clears the ball. Back to Johan. Over to Andre. Open field. Hits Chuck. Dave Tiss trying to get the ground ball.
She was lost.
Billy with the head hit. Shot. Andre on face off. Pops it out. Keeps his man busy. Bad pass on White. A little bit of field hockey today. Hit Danny over to JT. Gerhard. Shot. Score. 3 goals in a row for Gerhard. White comes up with a face-off. Checked out. Andre comes down. Dave comes up with the ball. 3 defenders. Loses his stick. Long stick comes up. Bill U comes up with the ball. Flips over to shot, score. Hit behind. Not off cage. Ball behind. Scores. Ball pops out. Todd Baker comes up. Dave Tiss flips it back to Johan. Over to JT. To Ike. Flip up to Danny. Chuck with the ball. Wide. Goalie dropped the ball. Now on the field. Fight for the clamp in the last minute of the quarter. Gerhard up to Dave. Drop the ball. Shot blocked. A little dispute over who the ball went out on, so we try to face off. Gerhard comes up, passes to Chuck, runs back outside. JT. Calls for some cuts. Passes over to Dave. Pass to the goalie. Having a little bit of trouble all day getting a ball up in the stick. Ike with a wrap check. JT with the ball. Drives downfield. Dumps off to Gerhard behind. Wide pass to Dave. White comes up with the ball. Dave Tiss back on D. Andre picks up the man. Andre still on the ball. Top of the restraining area. Pass around. Drops pass. White comes up with it. Pass. Shot wide off cage. Danny wings the ball upfield. JT picks it up. First bounce. Drives in, drops the ball. Andre's there to pick it up. Got pass behind to Dave. Pass snagged by the goalie. Clear starts behind the cage. Gerhard with the ball. Dave now. Nobody really wanting to keep a hold of the ball. White finally gets it up to a short stick. Come down for their offense. Shot, save. Shot off cage again. JT over to Andre. Back to Andre. Gerhard passes to JT behind. Draws double. Who's open? Danny. Shot. Deflected. Dave with the ball behind. Passes up to Danny. Shot. Danny. Score. A little fight at the edge of the restraining area for the ball. Ike trying for the ground ball. Andre comes up with it. Drops the ball. Goes back to Johan. Run the attackman back and forth. Darren flips to JT. Looks around for Dave. Back to JT. Andre to Darren. Off cage. Or deflected. JT comes back with the ball. Gerhard pass to Dave, score. JT flips the ball out. Under comes up with it. White at the crease, shot blocked. Johan comes up with the ball, hits JT. Break to Dave, shot. Right side, back to JT. Andre, score.
Who's the one with the brace on his knee?
It's somebody that got hurt last year. White comes in on man down. Pass around their staying area, move in, block. Shot. Schenker with the ball. Comes up to Baker. Caught unawares. White snaps it back across. Flip to number 44. Drives in. Double team. Flag down. 10 with a shot. Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's where I want to drive.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
Leon and Carolyn are going to come.
Anything from Jim and Susan?
Huh?
Anything from Jim and Susan?
No, I haven't heard anything from them yet.
Ball down. Double team on the ball. It comes up. No one comes up yet. Danny flips. Dave and Danny fight. Danny, a few other whites. No one picks it up yet. Someone flips it way up in the air. Todd Baker comes up. Flips it. Goalie picks it up. Goalie can go anywhere he wants to. Apparently the ball wasn't out of bounds. Comes in to number 12. Double team. White fighting amongst themselves for the ball. Little problem on communication there probably. Flip intended for Johan, out of bounds. Dave with the ball up top. Looks over to JT. Pass over to Darren. Back up top. Back and forth. Dave cuts. Not open. Danny. To Dave. Dave wide. Low angle. Darren flips the ball in the cage after Darren's score. Pops out to Dave. Danny flips it up. Andre with the ball. Flips out. Danny over to JT. JT looks. Gerhard snags. Score. 4 for Mr. Gerhard today.
You get a little muddy when they play that, don't they? I mean, do that? Is it always the same two?
It depends on who they want to play. Andre comes up with the ball. Back to JT. Looks for Danny coming in. Shot. Deflected. Gerhard off the screen. Ball down. JT coming in for the double team. Start of the fourth quarter. Undetermined score, but we're apparently ahead. Ball flips out to Todd Baker. Looks upfield. Hits Chuck. Hits Gerhard behind. Back over to JT, ball down. Nice scoop. Andre drives across. Back to JT. Beats his man, shot wide. Dave picks it up. Handles on the wing. Shot wide. Flip over to JT. Behind to Dave. Ball almost rolls in. Check. Out of vision. We're fighting a little bit. A little slash there. Andre drives in. Dumps JT. Score. Very pretty. JT pops out the ball. Rolls. Todd Baker flips up to Gerhard. Goes for a run. Hits Dave. Shot wide. Chuck. Looks around. Nice move. Blocked by the goalie. Ball down. Flips it up. Goes across the field. Dave's on the man. Goes back over to the goalie. Goalie wings it up. Johan with the ball. Flips up to Todd Baker. Ball down. JT ends up with it. Over to Dave. Shot wide. White on a clear. Andre playing the ball. Gerhard now. Todd Baker with a nice snag out of the air. Flips it over. Checks. Again, Todd Baker ruling this play. Flips out to Andre. Very nice. Andre checked. Jeff Binder over to Andre. Checked out in the crease. White ball with free clear. On a penalty, Danny Elshoff wings it up. White pops it out. Still looking for an outlet. Just run. Hits Chuck. Release the penalty. Behind to Gerhard. Up to Dave. Shot and score. Ellie pops it out. Comes up. Hits Gerhard. Score. Face off. Pops out. Kicks it up. Ellie hits it again. Hits Gerhard. Looks to Dave. Shot wide. White runs behind the crease. Gerhard picks him up. Ball is down. Nice flying leap there by White. A little unaware. Jimmy, the ball. Hits Schenko. Upfield swing. Picked off by White. Comes back in trying to get a hold of his ball. White flips out. Runs along the right side of the field. Jimmy picks up the man. Andre on the ball. Needs some help. Double team. Shot. Saved by Johan. Hits Danny. Low hit. Penalty. Need some help. Shot. Save. Very nice. Second shot. White. So, Dave Tiss runs around on his man. Flag down. Ellie on the ball. Shot, open shot, wide.
So did it do any?
So, White passing around the restraining area, trying to score on the penalty. Slides. Ball down. Shot, open, score. JT comes up with the ball. Runs around behind the crease. Little fake, little fake. It's for some help. Beats his man, shot and score. Very pretty. Andre comes up with the ball. Flips up to JT. Over to Dave. Shot and score. Face off again. Flips it out. JT comes up with the ball. Flips over to Gerhard behind the crease. Looks up. Hits Chuck. Goalie save. White clear. Schenko with an amazing pull. Flips over to Johan. Johan back to Bill. Over to Andre. Johan back to Schenko. Hits Andre on the run. Ike with the ball. Double team. Flips over. Shanks with pull again. Chuck. Nice moves. Pulls too many men. JT with the ball up top. Back to Dave Tiss, looking for a goal on his last game.
Bus driver even has Oberlin shirts.
White starting up. Back to the goalie. Offside's called. No, offside's not called, but occurring anyway. Gorman checking the ball out. Need a little bit of help on man ball. White missing the ball. Going down. Anyone staying back in the crease. Binder flips back to Bill U. Johan over to Schenko. Wheels up to Dave Tiss.
He's the only place to get a goal.
Nice sunshine coming out for the end of this game. Dave with the ball. Back up to Andre. Danny up top. Behind to JT. Drives around, pulls. Syracuse move number gate. Scores. Face off. Pulls it out. Looks up. Andre flips to Steph. Runs. Ball down. Andre comes up with the ball. Uses the referee as a screen. Pass inside. Deep pass over to Dan Donnelly. JT back to Andre. Andre drives in, back out to JT, flips, Binder comes up with the ball, Gerhard, up to JT, scruff in the middle, Binder wearing someone's stick, goalie with the ball, Houston on the ball. Flip, double team, out of bounds. Shot a little wide, almost Tiss. Petey with the ball behind the cage. JT up top. Jim up top to Dave. Ball's checked. Flag down, up top. Dave, the shot. Skate. Flip over two. Jimmy, a little wide, a little fast. On time. Clock's out on the field. 31 apparently maybe left. And another useless long field pass. White ball shot wide. Huey on the ball. John Perry with a check. Shot wide. Chris Miller going for the ball. And the game. Once again, victory starting, closing out the game with JT's fantastic Gary Gate behind the net score.